Alright everyone, so we're back with another video, and this time we're going to do something a little different, and it was because it was requested. Instead of following suit with some of the hero loadouts I was going to do, I wanted to make this video because someone did request it a couple times, and I want to try to provide what I can for people that are asking for help. So with that being said, today's video is going to be focused on the Lefty and Righty ability and what I use, what I like to use, the loadout I use for it, and how I use it. So with that being said, we'll jump right into the video, go over the loadout, and then I'll show you some gameplay. Alright, so and using Lefty and Righty, I always tend to default to Carbide. I really like Carbide. It's this loadout is definitely probably one of the best during dungeons because of the bouncing ability and the ricochet ability of the bullets and all that stuff. So this is primarily when I use Lefty and Righty. I don't typically have builds centered around an ability. That's just not how I play. But like I said, because someone asked, I wanted to mention this and try to throw some things out there to you and show you guys what I use. So Carbide, his Lefty and Righty applies Affliction, which deals 26 base energy damage, which is nice. The Affliction is great as well, and it deals that energy 26 base energy damage for 3 seconds. So it's a strong hitter, and then it has the Affliction on top of it, so it does make Lefty and Righty like viable, and it's a very good strong ability. So you can definitely use this and get you some damage. Now when it comes to team perks, you can do a couple things. I tend to like to run Happy Holidays because it minimizes the time for the ability cooldowns. It reduces that down by 40%, and it stacks independently from other cooldown reduction perks, which is important because in our support we're going to have another cooldown reduction. So I really like running Happy Holidays. You can, if you're looking for more damage output and to help with some other things, you can run Totally Rocking Out. You can run maybe Blast from the Past and put some. I don't run those, and I've not really messed with them, so I'm just throwing out other options to you. But this is how I run it. This is what I like to use, and this is what I suggest running because I want to try to keep Lefty and Righty up as much as possible. So I run Happy Holidays. Then we've got Double Agent Evelyn here, where her ability or her support ability is every pistol or SMG elimination decreases cooldown of Lefty and Righty by 1 second. That's going to help us once again reduce the time that we have to wait to use Lefty and Righty again. So that way you're getting more of it, and that's why I said up here with the Happy Holidays that cooldown is independent of any other cooldown reductions. Now you have this cooldown as well. It's going to decrease with using a pistol or SMG to eliminate. So that's going to help us a lot. Then you've got Raven with Bang and Pow, which increases the Lefty and Righty damage by 25%. We've got Noir. Lefty and Righty eliminations extends its duration by 1 second, up to a maximum of 10 eliminations. So you can get an increased 10-second use of Lefty and Righty just by killing 10 enemies. So awesome ability here. This definitely is one that's going to help you out and allow you to cut through some hordes, bunch of husk at one time. Then Azalea Clark, for her space technology, it increases ability energy damage. Now, the reason why I use this is because with Carbide, Lefty and Righty apply Affliction and deal 26 base energy damage. So the increased ability energy damage, because you've got Lefty and Righty using energy, increases that damage just a little bit. Now this is one that I've not sat and done the math on to see, how much it increases, and 15% isn't a ton, but it is a decent amount. This one could be changed out for something else if you wanted to change it out. But like I said, I've not sat around, done the math on anything to try to figure it out. This is just what I use to increase that energy affliction damage up here. So it may or may not be the best, so don't hold me to it. If you've got any better options, or you think you've got something that would be a better fit here, always drop that in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on these. And then Beetle Jess for or make it count, increasing pistol and SMG critical damage by 75%. This is to help with the Where's Lefty. So using a pistol or SMG is going to do some extra critical damage, hopefully killing Husk faster, which will reduce Lefty and Righty by 1 second every elimination, which will allow you to use Lefty and Righty more often. So that's the thought here behind this build and how this works. And then for gadgets, you can kind of pick what you want. I like Adrenaline Rush and Hover Turret, just as I'm playing a soldier, but that's just me. So let's jump into some gameplay. Alright, so I'm in a 160, retrieve the data, and I found an encampment over here I'm going to go after to try and do some damage and show you how this works. So, let's see what we can do. I mean, it definitely shreds, but this is why I don't like using this unless I am with a team, and that's because you are very exposed when you are using Lefty and Righty. If I had a team with me to help draw some of the fire, that'd be great, but because I don't, it makes it very, very difficult to use, which is why I tend to not go with just ability builds to begin with. So it does do some damage, but it does leave you very vulnerable. So you're just trying to do some increased damage here. Let's pull out our Lefty and Righty again, and then it does shred. Once you're able to get some hits. I had to cancel the Lefty and Righty early just to be sure that I could heal up. And then using the SMG here is allowing me to decrease. If you keep an eye down at the bottom right, all of these eliminations are decreasing the amount of time that I have to wait. Oh, and I went down again because of the bees. But it does decrease that time, and helps to recover that Lefty and Righty. I would not suggest ever using this in a solo 160. If you were maybe 132 or something or lower, I would say would be a good option. But to try and use this in a 160 mission like this can be very difficult. Alright guys, so that's the loadout there that I like to use for Lefty and Righty. Like I said, it's not one that I ever really run mission based. This is something that I would run more for dungeons, and it works great in dungeons. Or if you want to run it, I would maybe go with at least one or two other teammates or something. Don't try to 160 solo something with this build. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's not the best option in my opinion. So and that's up to everyone on how they want to play, how they do it. I mean, hey, you might be a way better soldier, Lefty and Righty player than me, and if so, use it and let me know how it works for you. But yeah, so that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you're getting some good information from these videos, and maybe helping you think outside the box a little bit from maybe how you do things. So feel free to, as always, leave comments down below. Let me know if there's something you would do different. I definitely like to hear from you guys and see how things would be done. And if you have any comments for something you'd like to see in the future, always comment that down below. I'd love to see the comments from you guys about what videos you're interested in so that I can gear the information and videos towards that. So thank you guys for all the love and support. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next video.